I gotta work on an intro. What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. It's been a couple of days. How you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Today we're gonna be going over a few things. 5 tips to manage that anxiety. So 5 tips to manage your anxiety. Little intermission. Tip numero 1. Tip numero uno. It's actually a new one to me. It's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, 1 thing you taste. My therapist was saying it helps because it brings you back to reality. It brings you back to your present. That's a huge thing when it comes to anxiety because our minds are so ahead of where we are currently. So to bring yourself back down to the earth, back down to the present, that is a technique that is very helpful. And it doesn't even have to be 5 things you feel, 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, 1 thing you taste. If you ever feel yourself being anxious or you feel like your thoughts are racing, you could just say to yourself 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully that would help you come back into the present. You know what I mean? As opposed to the mind just wants. Sometimes it's hard to control those thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to stop yourself from thinking about whatever unfavorable outcome that you're anxious about. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, control your breathing. There was a study that says if you inhale twice before you exhale, or even do box breathing, where inhale 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, do that again, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, brings you back to the moment. All of these breathing techniques, they really bring you back to the moment where you are in the present. And that's where you want to be, instead of being anxious in the future at a place that doesn't exist. Be mindful of where you are in the moment and not where you may or may not be in the future. And that's a huge thing with anxiety. Matthew 6:34. Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. That is one verse out of many that I go to. Starting you're feeling anxious, and maybe reading the Bible is good for you. And it helps you calm down. Matthew 6:25-34. It'll set you back in the present. It'll really help you realize that whatever's in the future, just don't worry about it. Like the verse says, tomorrow already has its own issues. Don't worry about those. Tip number 3. Stimulate your body. Exercise, a walk, cycling, something I picked up recently, just so that you can get back into the present. Intermission. Nice little pound cake, a little bit of coffee. Move your body. Exercise, cycling, go for a walk, something that will keep you out of your thoughts and out of your head and bring you back to the present. Tip number 4. Limit your stimulants. And this one is a bit hard for me. And when I say stimulants, I'm talking caffeine, nicotine, sugar, a lot of sugar. I think this is a big one for me. I know for myself that if I drink coffee after 2 p.m., I bite all my nails off. If you're a coffee drinker, you got to drink 2 cups of coffee a day. Start weaning yourself. I wouldn't say off of coffee. I mean, ultimately, you want to be off of coffee. But if you could just bring yourself down to like 1 cup of coffee a day, which is what I try to keep myself to, is just 1 cup of coffee a day in the morning. Don't drink any coffee throughout the day. Try to drink a lot of water to rinse that caffeine out of your system. Quick story. I was working in New York as an electrician. Go to Dunkin', get my coffee and my donut, and the lady in front of me orders a large coffee iced with, I want to say she said 20 shots of espresso. 20 shots of espresso. That caffeine content has got to be 2,500 milligrams. If you or I drink 20 shots of espresso, I'm sure my skin would be just itching. Like the inside of my body would probably want to be on the outside of my body. Limit your stimulants. Cut down on sugar intake. You gotta work that stuff off. Coffee too. Nicotine, another one. You make yourself more anxious thinking about maybe when you're gonna smoke again, as opposed to not smoking at all. You know what I mean? The greatest thing about being a human being is that we are much more capable than we think we are. Tip number 5. This is a tough one. Challenge your thoughts. Is this thought a fact or is it a feeling? Thinking about things that we don't know. When you catch yourself spiraling, ask, is this thought a fact or just a feeling? Write it down, look at it logically, and find evidence for and against it. And this really helps because not only are you bringing yourself into the present, but you're challenging yourself to reverse those thoughts. You're challenging yourself to improve those thoughts. And a bonus tip that I can give you is seek connection and support. Reach out to people. You're not going through it alone. You're not the only one. Reach out to your friends. I know sometimes people are a bit hesitant, but reach out to your friends. They may say some things that work for you. They may also say some things that don't work for you. If you're not reaching out to anybody and you're just in those thoughts and being anxious about reaching out to people, you're only going to make yourself more anxious. So in order to help yourself and in order for us to improve ourselves when it comes to dealing with anxiety and managing anxiety, we have to be vulnerable, especially if we want the help and we need the help. As a man, the biggest thing for us is that we have to be like so huff and buff and we have to have no feelings and not be vulnerable, but that isn't the case at all. If anything, you're stronger being vulnerable than you are not vulnerable. Think about that one. Because now you're showing people in yourself that you're above your thoughts. You're above those anxious feelings. And you've trained yourself to be in the moment as opposed to in the future. Whoever's listening out there today, I hope this video really helped you out. If you're ever dealing with anxiety, depression, reach out to me. My email will be in the description below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'm not a counselor by any means or psychiatrist, psychologist, doctor, but I have been through it and I want to be an advocate for you to help you not go what I went through. So if I can help and be a blessing to you, I'm more than happy to help. We'll get through it step by step. I'll check up on you if that's what you need. Some people just need a checkup every now and again. Hey, how you doing, man? Doing good. I was thinking about you, making sure you're okay. How's your anxiety? How have you been managing? It'll be really nice. You know, it's nice to know that somebody cares. So hopefully these 5-6-ish tips can help you manage your anxiety moving forward. Yeah. Website is live, www.smallwinscount.store. You can't see that. smallwinscount.store. And then the mental health platform that I have. I'll link that in the description below. Like, comment, share, subscribe so that the algorithm can do the algorithm things and get these videos out to the right people who need to hear them. I love y'all. Take care. Be safe. God bless. Be above your thoughts. Small ones count. Don't let your story defeat you. And that's it. Time to go edit this video. Deuces. And as you know, I like putting bloopers in my videos to show you the reality of recording YouTube videos. Getting to YouTube. Once you start talking to a camera, it's kind of easy. You can't stop. Feelings out, get your emotions out, get your experiences out. This is Italian coffee with Califia Farms. Califia Farm. I get my creamer dairy free because after I turned 30, I was lactose intolerant. Unsweetened almond milk. It's pretty good. I tried to make almond milk and it came out pretty terrible. Not gonna lie. In 2 months. I haven't had a haircut in 2 months. What the heck, bro? My jaw look crazy, bro. I need a brush. hair's dipping, Jay. My hair is dipping, but it's so long. How long is it? What's long is it? At one point, I'm like, yo, I got all these black little fuzzy things on me. I don't know where they're coming from. Then I realized that my headphones are peeling. So I'm brushing my hair. Look, it's all over me. I'm brushing my hair. Oh my goodness. I'm brushing my hair. I see all these black plastic things falling out. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the brush. Go to put my headphones on one day and I realized it's the headphones. So yeah, I said I was gonna go edit this video like 10 minutes ago. Probably cut out. And I'll be posting the video soon. See you. Excuse me. See you later. I gotta work on an intro. Another one. Another one. Another one. Peace. If I turn this mic on. 5 tips to manage your anxiety. Who's this? Little Debbie? Oh, it's not Little Debbie. It's Enemies. Enemies. Trying to even focus, bro. Enemies. Sponsor me, bro. Intermission. Time to go edit this video. Time to go edit this video.